because I hate Instagram. Like, with a passion. Do you want to be a part of that? Also, Carol Baskin.
It's terrible.
Their husband
Whacked him.
See, if you aren't on TikTok, you're missing out. And that may not sound like something you're missing out on, but you are.
You are.
Yeah, yeah. Told my brothers one day we gon' make
So,
it. We just gotta
me,
grind for that paycheck.
along with the rest of the family, put together a pool outside Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday? Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. And we had to level the ground quite a bit, and I'm exhausted. And when I get exhausted, I get like cranky and uninspired, and so I was being cranky and uninspired, and my darling daughter, Abigail, was like, let's just do a video together. It'll be no big deal. We'll just put on our makeup and talk about stuff. So that's what we're gonna do. If you're new to my channel, my name is Sarah, and I make content.
That's Phoenix. She makes content about being an annoying dog.
Anyway, my name is Sarah, and I make content about YouTube, and that's what we're going to talk about today. But I'm talking to Abigail because she is 20 years old, and she has been watching content and knows a lot more about YouTube than like I could ever hope to know.
I think so.
Yeah.
Really?
You were watching YouTube when I thought like there was no possibility of ever being a YouTuber. Anyway, so I just feel also like people who are younger than us observe certain things about social platforms that maybe we don't observe because they've been on them all their life. So anyway, I just thought it'd be fun to ask her some questions. We're gonna put on our makeup while we do it.
Facts. Don't expect it to be good.
Don't. We have allergies, so
That's true,
we're hanging in
man.
there. Okay, so first of all, what videos do you most like to watch on YouTube?
Lately, probably like funnier videos or like more lifestyle videos.
What do you mean by lifestyle?
Like the people who either make content about like stuff in their life or just someone who's like more personable. Like someone who I can relate to more. Like there's this one YouTuber I like right now, and she makes content that's like actually like beauty, but I don't like watching beauty videos anymore, but I like watching her because she's very like real and she talks about her life, you know.
What makes you love a channel or like a YouTuber?
I'd say probably that connects back to my answer to the first one. Just like someone who's more personable and like real, and like they talk about real life stuff. Like I really cannot stand to watch someone, like that sounds really mean, but like I don't enjoy watching someone that is too much. Like they are clearly not being themselves and they're just trying to put on a face. Like I really prefer someone who just tells you about like their day-to-day life and they're honest about the way that they're feeling, and they're like, you feel like you're with a friend and not like just watching like a celebrity or something, you know.
How do you think that relates to smaller channels who have a harder time getting pushed by YouTube if they're doing content that's like more general, like lifestyle stuff, as opposed to more niche stuff? Like, do you think any of those YouTubers that you like watching their stuff were they always doing those kinds of videos, or
I think that
how did they get there?
there's like a misconception. I was fixing my nose piercing, not picking my nose. I don't like.
Sure.
It's facts. I think that there's a misconception that lifestyle videos are all over the place. I think that they can be, but I feel like there's a pretty clear theme in a lot of people's lifestyle videos. Like, I'm not super into them anymore just because, I get bored of seeing, like, the same people do the exact same thing every day. But, like, I used to be really into family channels, or just, like, couples that would, like, vlog at home and their lives and whatever. And they all had, like, a very clear theme. Like, it was, like, home stuff, cooking stuff, like, their job, like, their kids, their life, you know, whatever. And that all kind of, like, makes sense to me as one thing. Mm-hmm. And I think that that's how a lot of people feel. So, I think that there's that, but also with, like, the more personable channels I watch now, I feel like I say lifestyle, but that's, like, kind of loose. Like, I feel like what I mean more about lifestyle is just someone who's more, like, open about showing what's in their life. So it's, like, not just, like, a beauty YouTuber who, like, gets on camera and is, like, doesn't talk about anything and, like, acts like their life is perfect and puts on a face of makeup, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I like someone who's more, like, here's a peek into things. And I feel like it all sort of goes along the same track. So I feel like what you're trying to ask, though, is, like, whether, like, or not it's a possible thing to grow your channel if you don't have a niche. Mm-hmm. And I feel like everyone that I've watched have sort of had, like, at least a theme that I've, like, watched long term, so probably not. Probably it is better to have something that you're following.
Well, I think that clarifies it for me too, because I thought you were just saying, like, vlogging channels essentially, but you're saying, like, they can have a niche, like a beauty YouTuber, for instance.
Yeah.
But they're not just, like, talking about products, they're, like, being more open about their lives and, like, letting you get to know them.
Yes. Some of my favorite YouTubers are more, like, laid back and casual and just do what they want, but they care about it and they put effort into it. Like, I don't know, if I would rather watch someone who is, like, sitting down talking about their life, doing their makeup, but, like, who clearly cares, rather than someone who, like, really probably couldn't care less, but is, like, screaming about, like, all this stuff that they bought and how you can win too, and click the bell down below, and yada yada yada. Like, I know that, like, a lot of people like that, especially, like, children, but that's not it. I don't understand adults who make content for adults that act like that. I don't get it.
I don't think that
some do. I've seen a few. Yeah, I've seen a few. Or at least teenagers. Like I remember
that make content for other teenagers where they're, like, being a lot like that.
Yeah, like, or, like, there's this young, like, if her name is Lore DIY. And I don't know, I haven't watched her forever. Mm-hmm. But, like, or, like, she has this whole group, like, Alicia Marie, there's, like, all that, them, basically, like, they have, like, a whole group, like, I think there was this girl named Tila, like, they all, like, sort of have the same content, and it's obviously, like, they have family-friendly content to where, like, someone could watch it if they weren't, or if they were a kid, but it's, like, it's geared towards kids in, like, high school or whatever. And I'm like, I cannot, like, if I was watching you in high school, I would punch you in the face. Not actually, but it would make me want to.
Well,
Should I reformulate that answer? Was that a little intense?
No. Okay. I think that my people understand that sometimes you just want to punch someone in the face.
Word.
Okay, so you actually... so I've been doing YouTube for about a year and a half, and my most loyal supporter, other than my mom.
Dude, Nana is so loyal.
She's so loyal. Anyway, but Abigail's not afraid to call me on some stuff. And I remember one time, like, when I started off doing YouTube, I did cleaning videos. And I remember one time Abigail had watched my cleaning video, and then she comes in and she's like, Mom, you sounded depressed the whole time. And, like, maybe you are, but I don't know if you should be continuing to do content where you sound depressed. And I was like, ouch. But then I watched it back with those eyes, like really paying attention as an observer rather than someone who knows myself. And I was like, yeah, okay, I'll give you that. That was one of the main reasons that I stopped doing cleaning content, because I really hate cleaning and I think it really showed in my videos. And I don't like watching people do cleaning videos who hate to clean, so.
Yeah. It's like satisfying to watch, but I think it's like also cleaning can be like a therapeutic process. But if you're having to worry about like the setups and the filming and stuff, if you're not really into that sort of content, you're not going to have a good time.
No.
You're just not. Unless it's like a small little montage in a vlog or something, that's typically all most people would want to do.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've actually spoken to a lot of people who, like, their biggest issue with cleaning and organizing videos is the setup, and that was mine too. It takes, like, something that would take you an hour to do takes you, like, an hour and a half to 2 hours to do if you're trying to move your camera and establish angles and everything, so.
Yeah.
Quite annoying.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to slightly switch gears and ask you, have you seen YouTubers that use Instagram really well?
Uh-huh.
Okay. What do you see them do that you respond to?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm probably not the best, like, young adult to ask this question because I hate Instagram. Like, with a passion. But, if I had to, like, objectively, like, look at something and, like, see what, like, would be something that, like, would draw me in, you know, if I, like, cared about it. It, like, would probably be, like, obviously good quality photos. No one wants to look at, like, a, you know, what's it called? Blurry photo or, you know, a really bad quality photo. And that's not to say that you need, like, the highest highest quality equipment. But I think it's just important to make sure that you have a good background, you have the best lighting that you can get, and there's also, like, different elements that you can, like, add to it. So, like, whether that be, like, a theme, or if you are the type of person that puts stuff in your description that's, like, positive, or, like, that starts discussions or whatever, I feel like that's cool. Or, I really like when people add, like, fashion elements, like, even people who aren't, like, fashion people, like, if they just, like, make an effort to, like, put on a nice outfit and just take, like, a photo, that's cool. And then also people who it's not just, like, selfies all the time. Like, I think that new trend is cool where people are, like, taking, like, a mirror into a field and then, like, taking pictures of themselves in the mirror are really cool.
What?
Yeah, just, like, doing different things like that. I feel like it sets your Instagram apart.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Show me how to do that later.
Okay.
Okay, but you liked, what is her name on Instagram now? Because I know she changed it on her YouTube, but, like, I just wanted to say a name that you could have people look at if they wanted to get an idea. Like, Taylor does it, right?
Do you want me to give you, like, someone that I think does a really good job on Instagram? Okay, let me... Easier to find when you follow someone. It just recognized my face. I just want everyone to know this is my mother's phone, and it recognized my face. That happens way too often.
Yeah, it does.
Which is weird, because it doesn't happen all the time. But sometimes it happens. I feel like Instagram stories are more important to me than anything, which sounds funny. But, like...
I think they are to most people.
But, like, Kathleen Lights has my favorite Instagram stories of all time, not just because I love her, and I do, but Kathleen puts so much work into her Instagram stories during, like, the Zodiac, like, she'll do Zodiac playlists for each Zodiac. She did that last year. She has, like, a completed, like, Spotify playlist that she's made because people liked that so much. She has, like, her businesses, like, she'll do, like, those sort of stories. On Mondays, she'll do, like, a Monday makeup, whatever. And she'll play, like, a playlist that she likes in the background. She has really good music taste, and she'll do stuff like that. So I guess that's that is, like, if anything were to draw me in, it's that.
Stories.
Yeah, and she also does like astrology sort of content.
Mm-hmm.
And then other than that, maybe Kennedy Walsh actually, because I also obviously really like her. But she's cool because she does like fun backgrounds. Like I've never seen anyone do this that's not like a fan account or a smaller account. I thought that it was like too like lame.
Mm-hmm.
But then when she does it, it's fun. Like she'll do stuff like this where she'll go on an app and she'll edit in like a background.
Mm-hmm.
And normally, like, if I were to do that, I'd be like, I would never post that. But, like, she does, and it gets really good feedback. And then she'll include, like, you know, regular photos and stuff like that. And she'll, like, outfits, that sort of thing. And then here's another example that she did, like, just, like, a rainbow effect on her wall. And she'll, like, put different, like, clips in her hair, do, like, different makeup styles. Even though her content isn't makeup, it's interesting because I feel like it makes her a well-rounded person.
Mm-hmm.
And her stories are really fun. So, probably Kennedy.
Okay.
Sorry,
So
that was a long answer. Oh, God.
So do you, if you're on the Instagram app, like on days that you don't hate it, would you say that you spend a lot more time on stories or like scrolling your feed?
100% stories. I don't even think I scroll through my feed anymore. Like if I see someone that catches my eye,
Mm-hmm.
like at the top of my feed, I'll start to scroll, but usually after like 2 posts I get bored and I stop.
Yeah, it's interesting because I was taking those marketing classes from Angie Lee, and she was saying how like stories is the way to go because it's like more of a way of connection.
Yeah.
And it's like she said you should use it like FaceTiming a friend. Like it shouldn't be formal or like a big deal.
Yeah. Like I feel like it's so weird because I feel like Instagram is a lot of people's favorite app right now,
Mm-hmm.
but I just like cannot. It's not for me.
But you don't love a ton of social media anyway, which I honestly think most people feel the way you do. Like that they just don't love social media, but it sometimes seems like it's just something to do when you're bored, but also it seems like a necessary evil to people who are like on YouTube and stuff.
I like TikTok though.
I know.
TikTok's so fun. Follow my mom on TikTok. She's so cute.
No, she's not. Don't follow me.
Basket. Killed her husband, whacked him.
Yes, she is. I'll link it down below if she doesn't. Also follow me.
I'll show them how proved I can be.
Why not? We actually, some of my most popular videos are with you. No, I'm not kidding. The TikTok that we did in the pool has like 50 likes or something like that.
No, it's got way more than that.
Oh, well, then there you go. And then the one of you dyeing my hair did way better than I thought it was gonna do.
Yeah, me too.
So, just saying, she's entertaining. Something about her draws people in. So you should go watch it.
Okay, so my last question is kind of like 2 parts. First of all, what do you think about IGTV? Do you ever watch IGTV? And then second of all, if you think YouTubers should be diversifying their content by like posting more on IGTV or TikTok.
Yes and yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I don't watch IGTV often, but I will say that I am more likely to click an IGTV post than I am to keep scrolling on like Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the reason that IGTV appeals to a lot of people is because it's sort of like a more formal like version of TikTok, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's, or just like, I almost sneezed.
Done it.
Okay.
All right.
I feel like it's just like sort of a part of like you can find that content on TikTok, but it's like longer and it's something where like they wouldn't necessarily make it into a YouTube video, but it's like too long to post on like maybe something like TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
So they put it on something like IGTV, and I feel like those are nice because for people who don't want to watch a full-blown tutorial, it's something they can kind of just speed through
Mm-hmm.
and watch, and it's satisfying to a lot of people. Like I know a lot of people who just scroll through stuff like that. I actually know that my boyfriend will, like, or has in the past, like, he said he was, like, into makeup videos because they were satisfying. So, like, if he would see it on, like, his Explore page, he would just, like, watch the sped up ones of them just, like, doing the effects and, like, you know, whatever.
I love those IGTVs too.
Yeah, he like would watch that sort of thing because he just thought it was satisfying.
Super satisfying.
Yeah, so I think that you should definitely, because even he watched them. And then I definitely think that you should diversify your content on TikTok. If you are still in the stage where you think that TikTok is cringy and lame and not worth investing in, get out of it, because you're missing a business opportunity.
Yeah.
It can be cringy. I'm not even gonna tell you what I saw this morning. You're gonna see some stuff that you
you're
don't
not
want to
gonna like
see.
it.
Yeah, but you really should spend some time. I'm not even kidding you. Like, if you are doing this for a job, or like want to do this for a job or whatever, for your business, I highly suggest you spend like an hour probably of your time a day, like, or if you need to spread it out or whatever, but I get it done as soon as possible. Just scrolling through TikTok, because it takes TikTok a minute to get to your specific, like, to fix its algorithm to your specific taste. But it's important that you do that for your own content, because when you have an algorithm that you enjoy, that's where you'll get your ideas. Because the vast majority of TikTok is just people piggybacking off of other ideas. And I, like, literally had no idea what content I wanted to make until I familiarized myself with the content and with the humor. And so I think it's important to, like, look through all the types of TikTok and decide, like, what you want to do. And if it's something that you wouldn't particularly watch, I would still, like, that you want to make that content, I would make sure that you engage with those videos so that they show you more, so that you have an example, what to make. And then definitely figure out what sort of content you want to make on TikTok and do it, because there's so many things you can do. You can dance, you can sing, you can do art, you can clean, you can make funny videos, you can make, dare I say makeup videos, you can make cooking videos, you can, like, just be a
straight comedy.
You can straight up just, like, be a fool on TikTok, and you can make some money. All I will say is that I suggest that you post every single day. And genuinely, I know that it's gonna feel like you're wasting your time, but I genuinely think that you should set aside several hours within the next week to just scroll through TikTok, because you need to understand the app. And you need to get ideas, because it's the same thing with YouTube. You know, like, you could have never, like, before you even clicked on the YouTube app, been like, okay, this is the content I want to make, because you don't understand. You need an example, you need something to follow. And with TikTok, it's like some videos are 30 minutes long on YouTube, so if you just take, like, it would be like watching 2 YouTube videos, just scroll through for like an hour for like 4 days this week, you know. Like, I know everyone has kids and stuff, but it's worth it. And if you have a kid that's of age, just do it with them. Multitask. You're spending time together. It's a good time. You'll see some inappropriate stuff. Just look like that. Pretend you didn't see. It'll be okay.
Well, also, all the videos have to be under a minute, yeah?
Yeah. So it's like it's 15 seconds to, I mean, you can do under 15 seconds, but typically the range is like an under 15 second video or an under a minute video. And yeah, you can do whatever.
But the thing that I really think is cool about TikTok is there's a lot of creativity there, and you have to fit an entire storyline into content that's under a minute. Like, you have to think about your video ahead of time to consider how you're going to package everything that you want into 60 seconds or 59 seconds or less.
Yeah.
So I think that that's pretty cool, and I think it's good for anyone who makes content, to like spend some time just trying to figure out how people are doing that, because especially I feel like older people too are like really getting in on it, but like younger people I think are teaching us a lot in that app about how to be super creative and just think outside of the box.
Yeah, that's why I think TikTok is special, because we haven't seen something new as far as content in a long time, and I feel like TikTok has brought this specific type of humor and ideas that we like haven't seen before. And if you are feeling like, oh, it's just like not for me, like it's just I'm too old, or like I'm too like this humor isn't for me, like I don't get it, I don't think it's funny, I'm telling you, spend some time watching it, because I promise you, if you are a person, you will find content that you like on that app. You just have to give your algorithm a chance to adjust to what you're responding to. So make sure if you like something, you like it. I think that you should make an entire video on how to use TikTok, Mother, because when I was first starting, I'm 20, I was like, I have no idea how to use this freaking app. I feel so old. I don't understand. So I promise you that, like, if I felt that way, your viewers will also probably feel like I have no clue what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And it would be very helpful. I'm seriously telling you, I found out the other day that some TikTokers make $40,000 a TikTok. Do you want to be a part of that? Also, TikTok Lives has an option where people can send you money. Anyway, that's what I'm saying. If that's just, she has 10 more followers than me. She's twice my age. So don't think that no, that's not like a mean thing. That's me saying that you're not too old to do it. Like, I feel like a lot of people don't want to do it because they feel like they are too old or can't relate or whatever. But the thing is like, 40 is not old. 50 is not old. I saw a woman the other day who was 80 years old that was just like talking about her favorite foods, and I spent a long time on her TikTok. She was adorable.
Also, I think that I hear a lot, like, I don't even know what TikTok is. I'm not messing with TikTok. And I think that is like a missed opportunity, because people used to say that about Instagram. They used to say that about YouTube. Like, YouTubers, I'm not going on YouTube. I know that I used to be like, I didn't understand it. I didn't want any part of it.
Well, and you think it's like cringy, or you're like, or you feel like it's a waste of time, and you're like, what is this? This is stupid.
Yeah.
And I get it, because like I didn't join TikTok for the longest time because my 13-year-old sister had a TikTok, and I was like, she's just dancing to like ridiculous songs in her room. What is this app? I don't want any part of it. But then I was like, I owe her an apology. This is really funny.
But also, I've heard a lot of people who talk about how like Instagram really morphed, YouTube's really morphed, and if you're watching this, you may or may not be on Facebook. But like a lot of people have left Facebook to go to Instagram, and like if that same thing happens where if you have like a lot of your content on Instagram or YouTube and those platforms stop doing as well, then like TikTok is the next place. So it just kind of helps to diversify, I think, and have a presence. And then on your little TikTok account, you can have a banner with all your social media links, so people like you. I've actually had a couple of people from TikTok come follow me on YouTube, which is so weird.
Well, and honestly, I don't see YouTube going anywhere for a really long time, but TikTok is just such different content, and some people are just not into YouTube, or they prefer TikTok or whatever, because that's where I'm at. Like, I still like YouTube, but I prefer TikTok. So you want to be able to reach as many crowds as you can, because then through TikTok, you'll find the people that also really like YouTube, and then maybe they'll be like, I really like your personality, I'm going to click on you. Yeah. I've done that to, like, several people, where I'm like, let's see if you have a YouTube, and then they do, and I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
My last words are, get good.
Get good.
Just, if you want to be successful, just, like, be successful, you know? It's not that hard. Just do it.
Is that what your philosophy that you're living by now? Okay, well.
That's what I did, you know, my 40 followers.
Well, thank you guys so much for spending time with the both of us today. And I'm not going to be this tired next week, I promise you. But even if I had plenty of energy, I've been wanting to have you on the channel for a while now to interview because you're smart and you have I have a lot more experience doing YouTube than Abigail, but she has so much understanding of how it works, as far as a viewer. So I feel like her insight is good, especially with TikTok.
Love TikTok.
Now you have to show me what to do. I did show you one thing though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what it was, but anyway, good talking to you, and we'll see you.
She'll see you.
I'll see you next week. Bye.